Good morning, students. Now we will study about the ancient Indian history. Topic is Kushanas. Before we will start the class, we will see the Kushana Empire and the Silk Route. Where Kushanas are extended his empire. We will know about this map. Okay, next one, sources. Ashwagosha has written one of the famous book, that is Buddha Charita. In this book oriented, we have to see in the whole history of Kushana Empire. And also Nagarjuna has written Madhyamika Shuta. In this book highlights the contributions of Kushanas, and also we know about the life and achievements of Kanishka. Origin of Kushanas, Middle Asia, Yuchi tribe, China and Hai Yung. Political history. First ruler of this Kushana empire was Kujal Kadphises, and also we are calling as a Kadphises first. He got one of the title Wang or Maharaja. Second ruler of this Kushana empire was Kadphises second, and also he got one of the title Vima Kadphises. Third king of this Kushana empire was Kanishka. He was the famous ruler of this Kushana empire. Kanishka was the greatest king of the Kushanas. He was a great warrior, imperialist, great administrator. He had a vast empire at the time of his accession, which extended up to Middle Asia, Afghanistan, and northwest India. Kanishka was the king of the Kushana Empire in South Asia. He was famous for his military, political, and spiritual achievements, and along with Ashoka and Harshavardhana, is considered to be the greatest king by Buddhists. He had a vast empire. He extended from Oxus in the east to Varanasi in the west, and from Kashmir in the north to the coast of Gujarat, including Malwa in the south. Rapson and Thomas had said the school of thought which project Kanishka as the founder of Shaka era. This would place the date of his accession at 78 CE. Purushapura, this Purushapura came modern Peshawar in Pakistan, was his capital. The date of his accession to the throne is not certain, but is believed to be 78 AD. This year marks the beginning of an era which is known as the Shaka era. Under the reign of Kanishka, Kushana dynasty reached the zenith of its power and became the mighty empire in the world. Now we will see about the conquest of Kanishka. Kanishka empire consisted Bactria, Persia, Afghanistan, Punjab, large portion of Sindh. Kashmir. First, we will see the Kashmir conquest of Kashmir. Kanishka conquered Kashmir, where he built many monuments. He laid the foundation of town Kanishkapura. Today it is known as Srinagar. Next one, Magadha. War against Magadha and captured Kanishka, took away Ashwaghosha. Next, war against Shaka Kshatrapas. In northern India, Punjab and Mathura, he captured. War against China. Chinese annals tell the story of Kushana king who was defeated by the general Panchavo towards the end of the 1st century AD and captured three provinces, that is Kashagar, Yarkand and Khotan. In this oriented we have to see in the extension of Kanishka empire, and also in this map also we will see the Kanishka extension of Kanishka empire. Now we will see about the contributions of Kanishka in religion oriented. First we will see the religion oriented. Kanishka was tolerant towards all the religions. He issued many coins during his rule. His coins depict Hindu, Buddhist, Greek, Persian, and Sumerian Elamite images of gods, showing his secular religious policy. He is remembered for his association with Buddhism. He himself was a Buddhist convert and convened the Fourth Buddhist Council in Kashmir. This council in Kashmir marked the beginning of Mahayana cult of Buddhism. He patronized both the Gandhara school of Greco Buddhist art and the Mathura school of Hindu art. He sent Buddhist missionaries to various parts of the world to spread Buddhism. Kanishka is remembered in Buddhist architecture mainly for the multi story relic tower, ensuring the relics of the Buddha constructed by him at Peshawar. The Chinese traveler Zhuangzi, who came to India in 17th century, gives a detailed account of his multi-story stupa. With the expansion of his territories in China, he also spread Buddhism there. Various Buddhist theologians such as Vasumitra, Pashwa, Sangharsha and Ashwaghosha are associated with Kanishka. All the patronage given to the Buddhism by Kanishka seems to have been political. In this way, we have to see in the some contributions of Kanishka. Of Now we will see the death of Kanishka. Historians are uncertain about the death of Kanishka. Chinese annals tell the story of a Kanishka, Kanishka in the sense story of a Kushana king who was defeated by General Panchavo towards the end of the 1st century AD, and some people believe it to be the king of Kanishka. And in this empire we have to see in the main contributions of this empire is Gandhara art. Now we will see the some few aspect of Gandhara art. The Gandhara art flourished during the Kushana rule in India, particularly Kanishka, the greatest king of the Kushanas, was a great patron of art. Patron of art and architecture. It was during his reign that Gandhara school of art flourished. The new Gandhara style of art that developed in sculpture was a fusion of Greco-Roman and Indian styles. Now we will see about the characteristics of Gandhara art. The characteristics and also features of this of the Gandhara school of art was: first one, the subject was Indian, and second one is the form of art was foreign. The Gandhara sculptures made images of Lord Buddha in the Greco-Roman style. The images of Buddha resembled Greek god Apollo. Now we will see the some coins of this empire. Some pictures, we will see it. How was the Gandhara art is there. In this picture we will see the Kushanas period of Shiva in Peshawar museum there is there, and this is the Garuda. Garuda is fully made up of Gandhara art, and in this picture Shiva Parvati in Kushana time picture is there. And Buddhist texts are full of praise for the Kushana Kanishka, king of kings, whose patronage supported Buddhism like no one else during his lifetime. Buddhist patronized Kanishka reputation in Buddhist tradition began with convening the Fourth Buddhist Council in Kashmir circa and 1000 AD, which became essential to be the development of the Mahayana Buddhist tradition. Kanishka provided encouragement to both the Gandhara school of Greco-Buddhist art and the Mathura school of Hindu art. His greatest contribution to Buddhist architecture was the Kanishka Stupa at Peshawara. Archaeologists who discovered the base of the stupa in 1908 to 1909 ascertained that this stupa had a diameter of 286 feet. Reports of Chinese pilgrims such as Zhu Zhang indicate that its height was roughly 600 to 681 feet high and was covered with jewel. This immense multi-storied building must have ranked among the wonders of the ancient world. Buddhist monks from the region of Gandhara during Kanishka lifetime played a key role in the development and transmission of Buddhist ideas from India and Gandhara to China. For example, the Kushana monk Luxema became the first translator of Mahayana Buddhist scriptures into Chinese and established a translation bureau at the Chinese capital Luoyang. You will see here first ceremony is there and the second one you will see the Buddhist art. This picture will see the birth of the Buddha, and in this picture we will see the standing Buddha. In this picture, in this image you will see it head of the Buddha. This is including the Gandhara art, and it was made up in the 2nd and the 3rd centuries AD. This is a standing Buddha version in the 2nd and 3rd century AD. You will see it all those images. In this image you will see the Buddha in meditation. Different styles of Buddha is there. This is the whole picture of Kushana spirit, Gandhara art. In this picture you will see the big Buddha at Bhimayana. Okay, in this way you have to see in the whole Kushana empire and as well as the life and achievements of Kanishka. Thank you one and all.